Mighty fine people, welcome back to the workshop. It's been a week. So you catch me now on Bank Holiday Monday after the Peak District run. So there will be some videos coming of footage there, so that alludes to the fact that I did go. Didn't end up catching up with the Lord Helmet Head. Did however catch up with another hipster, so not all lost. Didn't quite make their ride, and the culprit is looking quite distinctly sorry for itself behind me. So let's get into it.
So let me know, guys, how do you deal with disappointment? Obviously today has been quite challenging, and this that I'm doing right now seems to be quite an ample way to deal with disappointment. Yeah, I mean, I think secretly, obviously Helmet Head didn't want to wait for me. He decided he was just going to go, and he must have snuck into the workshop late last night. I was in there late last night and undone some bolts and messed with some wires and things, on the premise that I said I'd do it, and whether he thought I couldn't do it. But you know, don't want to make accusations or anything, but you know, that's just what I heard. Only joking, he wouldn't do such a thing.
As you can see, it's trying to be genuinely British, and that is all over the frame and on the engine, and was spewing itself gloriously out of this case. That is the case that I mentioned in passing, that I had a small leak from, small drip, the whole time it's in the workshop. And in this box, you can see I already had the gasket, I just never did the job. So that's my own fault. We could have lived with that. The problem was, which we'll further allude to, is that the engine obviously does run, because I rode it, and we got extra early. Well, I worked late, sorry, on the Friday night, about 1:30 in the morning, got the bike ready. Got extra early on Saturday morning to go and meet the guys, and I got about 20-30 miles away from the house, and we had all sorts of misfires and shutdowns and whatever else, which requires further investigation. Yeah, so I'm going to look into that. But job number one is to clean up the oil and get that gasket changed. We'll do that job. Before we do, I just want to tell you a little story about the Thruxton. So I did an emergency MOT on the Thruxton on Friday, just in case. That was able to get me out of the thick of it. When I came to start the Thruxton, the battery was flat again. And I don't think this is anything against the no-code charger. That did recover the battery, and I've started it numerous times since last year when I did that repair. But upon removing the battery, I did notice, I hope this picks up on camera, there's a distinct amount of deformation in the side of the battery. The sides of the battery have sunk in. So that's past its best. And obviously when the Scrambler decided he didn't want to join in, I had to come back. I let my dad and my friend go ahead, came back, and strip the scrambler to get the battery off, strip the Thruxton to then put that battery on the Thruxton, and then I had to swap the bracketry over for the luggage, get that moved over. Then I could go and join the ride. So that left the scrambler, sorry, without a battery. So I bought a battery today, that's ready to go on. And that's generally the story. So it's a bit of a spoiler alert, but yeah, my eventual ride of the Peak District was not with the group I planned, and not on the bike I planned. But we had a lovely time, and there is video coming of it. Probably 2, maybe 3 videos. I'll intersperse when I get around to edit them, but this one I can do fairly quickly. So that's very briefly the story, because somebody was saving their camera battery or batteries for the Peak District, thinking I can ride around here anytime I like, so what's the point in recording? Should have recorded the very first ride on that, because round the block to check it out, it was phenomenal. It rides absolutely stellar. No issues other than the issues that then arose. So there were issues, but yeah, when it's going well. When it's not so much. But on the whole, very pleased, and yeah, it's a story, isn't it? So let's get on, get this gasket changed. Well, I clean up the oil, and I'm going to clean up this big mess of tools and different things that I left scattered all over the bench when I was finishing up the bike. So we'll clear all that up first, then we'll clean the floor, then we'll clean the engine, then we'll drain the oil, and then we'll change the gasket, and yeah, let's hopefully get it into a running state. And there we are. That's a quick and dirty method for getting the primary cover off. Still got a few drips happening, but not too messy. Fairly clean in there. The gasket face doesn't look all chewed up. You can see evidently why it was leaking. It was split in a couple of places. So these aren't what I've just done. And here you can see when the cover was refitted, the gasket was actually lower than the dowel positions, and it was raining out the top of that cover. So relatively happy with the situation. Gonna give it a good clean down, proper good clean down. We'll get the new gasket in place, and yeah, fit it back up. So could do that now. That'll be a nice job done. And get the oil back in it then, and move on to the next issue. the result of that, she runs, she rides. See you in the next video. Click like, subscribe. Take it easy, guys.